Coverage of OHSAA wrestling on Waycross Community Media is underwritten by Dr. Kevin Riley of Wellington Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health Sports Medicine, Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Cincinnati Functional Fitness, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Rick Stegmeyer of American Insurance Strategies, Moeller High School Wrestling Program, Wyoming High School Wrestling Program, Tap House Grill, Keller & Klein Incorporated, General Advertising Products, and Jim Dandy's Family Barbecue.
Okay, we're here live at the St. John's Arena, ready to start the quarterfinals of the State Dual Wrestling Tournament. This is Greg Klein, Tim Cunningham, and Dave Bean arriving shortly. We're just about here ready to start. First, we'll have on 3 separate matches. We've got Moeller, Archbishop Moeller. They're wrestling Centerville. And we have Hamilton Ross, another match, wrestling Cayahoga Valley Christian. And we've also got Blanchester wrestling Massillon Tuslaw. They're all wrestling concurrently. We're getting ready to start out. This is the first year of the state dual tournament, so it's going to be a little confusing or hectic till we get started. And as we're ready to start at 1:03. And for Moeller, that would be William Crusby, a senior at the 106-pound weight class.
Greg, we're going to have some problems today with just telling who's out there, because this is not like a regular tournament that we do where they have brackets and you know who's wrestling who. This is a dual tournament where every coach has got the ability to put out whoever he wants, whoever made weight, that kind of thing. So it'd be kind of hard for us to know exactly who might be on the mat as the opponents, who we might have sent out, because Centerville weighed in 206 pounds. Josh Hogan is a junior and Mustafa a freshman. So I'm going to guess this is Josh Hogan coming up against Will Cruss.
No monitor.
So here we go. We're started. We're going to have a little trouble keeping up because our monitor's out, but we'll try and keep you that Crusby's in on the single.
Good whizzer there.
So we'll just talk. We don't know what you're seeing on the screen. Okay, wizard. Crusby's in good position here. You get a limp arm. Get that out of there. Quick stalemate. Minute 37 left, first period. Archbishop Moeller is favored. They're the 3rd-ranked team in this versus Centerville, the 5th-ranked. 1 versus 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, excuse me, which is what Centerville is 6, and 4 versus 5. And then the winners of those 4 matches move forward to the next round, which we'll be bringing you at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Yeah, Moeller's the 3 seed, Centerville the 6. So coming in, you have to feel that Moeller's the favorite, but you know, we heard just before that we went on air here that Dakota Sizemore, who is actually the 160-pounder for Moeller, ranked #1 in the state, expected to contend for the state title. We heard he did not pass skin check today, so you never know just what.
He's got the 2 and he's got the half in.
No back points yet, though.
Walking toward the head.
Got plenty of time. 46 seconds on the clock.
He's sitting through. Very nice. Brought it, walked to the head.
Great start here.
It's sticking. That's the way.
Gives him 6. That's a good start for Moeller.
Yeah, I was just talking with all 3 coaches here before the match has started, and everybody at this stage of the season, it's like every year, everybody's got dings. losing Sizemore on a skin issue, that's a major ding.
Right.
Especially with Maslin Perry waiting in the wings as well.
Yeah, Maslin Perry would be our second round if we were to get by the Centerville here. But, boy, you take Sizemore out of the lineup and things change drastically.
Okay, we're
looking at Ross.
At Ross. And Ross is in the gold singlet with a big R on the side of it.
They're winning 3-2.
That's 106 pounds. That's hang on, I'll get it here. That's Aaron Cox of Ross. And he's up 3-2 first period.
And they don't wait here. Each match is running by itself. So the fact that we're at 106 over on mat 4, on mat 1, we're back at 113 here for Moeller.
Looks like it's Connor Ziegler for Moeller, sophomore, ranked as high as 5th in some publications in the state this year. But he's going to have his hands full today with Troy Barkley, a junior out of Centerville, who's also ranked pretty high in the rankings.
We didn't get to talk much about it, but Will Crispy, a senior, getting his first chances starting this year and having a fairly good season.
Nice start, huh?
Yeah, so the little guy still gets a chance, you know. You get your opportunity, you take advantage of it. Wait all the way till you're a senior.
Well, that's one of the things. That's one of the things I think that happens so frequently in really solid programs is the kids are willing to wait around. You know, that's a characteristic of really quality programs. You got to wait in line to get there. At this point, I guess we're still with Division I.
Right, we're on mat 1 now, Dave.
4-0.
Connor Ziegler got to take down some back points here in the first period. So 41 seconds left on the clock here. Connor with a 4-0 lead. Trying a quick tilt here for a couple more. Good job by Barkley trying to get it in reversal.
Yeah, he hasn't gotten his one yet. Needs to make sure he gets his point.
Got 20 seconds still to do it. He's got the hands broken, so I think he's going to get his one.
He's got to force it, but he hasn't gotten it. Ziegler's doing a nice job just hanging on. Barkley's, there we go. 2, got the reverse. Oh, there's locking hands.
Connor gets him right back, though. He's going to take a 6-2 lead after the first. So nice job by Barkley to get the reversal there.
Got the 2, then Ziegler did the little Granby. We couldn't keep up, and then stepped over it. Now there's a question. There was a locking hands there that he got away with, that Barkley got away with.
Meanwhile, across the mat over in the Blanchester Tuslaw match, Tuslaw has won the first 2 matches, 106 and 113 pounds.
Wow, nice little fireman there. I think they got 2 pins too, Dave.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. I know there was one. I didn't catch the second.
Ross is going to have a chance today to maybe see what many consider the best wrestler in the state this year, or the country, excuse me, and Nathan Tomasello at 120. So,
right. Yeah.
He's probably in everybody's ranking listed in the top 3 or 4 in the whole United States. So Ross will have their hands full at 120 today.
He's an Ohio State recruit, commit.
Along with Bo Jordan from Graham, who's also one of the top 3 or 4.
I think Bo's the number 1.
We have.
Oh, there's another fireman. Look at that, boy. That's the 3rd time he's done it to him.
Yeah, that's.
He's going to cut him loose.
Man, he's just so
that's
slick.
An 8-4 lead, a minute into the first period there. Yeah. So.
Well, he's 3-time state champion.
No, that's
we're on mat 6. They were on the Blanchester match. Tomasello.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
he hasn't wrestled
him up on 4. That's when you get 6 matches going at once. We're trying to watch 3 teams, so we get blood time on the Moeller mat, and we run over to the Blanchester match. So hopefully that's what everybody will want to see.
33 seconds in the first period. It's 12-6.
And another one. The guy just keeps
14-6. Don't underhook, you know. That's what he's trying to do. You got to get to the side. He's staying square with him.
It's Tim McIntyre for Blanchester.
He just gave up 3 more, 17-6 after the first period. If he doesn't pin him here,
on his back.
he just did.
3 in a row.
3 pins.
Tough start for Blanchester, but you know, honestly, teams are always, they might be weaker on the front end and heavier on the back end. And
All right, now we're at
Blanchester's-
Ross. Ross is winning 5-2, minute 43. Real strength on the
That's
head
Aaron
there.
Cox and Mason Brainerd. Cox of
He's a little loose on that, Tim. He's going to lose that. Yep, he does. There's an escape. So, minute 27, the score is 5-3. And I guess we're going back to the Moeller match. Here we
Okay,
go.
we're
Centerville
back
just got a reversal. 8-4. This thing is just going
back and forth.
Now we got both. We got 9-4. Both wrestlers up. He gave the escape.
Fans, the teams
So Ziegler's leading Barkley 9-4.
Tremendous support throughout the season. Please remember to act with dignity, speak with courtesy, and play with pride. For more information and resources, visit www.ohsaa.org.
Back at the Ross match, they were winning 7-3. Just thought we'd let you know he got a takedown.
Please remember to respect the game.
Ziegler with the underhook. Barkley heavy hands. Nice showed in for the double.
Are eager to welcome all schools, players, coaches, and fans to Columbus.
Ziegler's a little stretched out there.
For information on tournament schedules,
They're going to stalemate that. Yep. Minute and 10 seconds, second period.
visit
Plus he lost his nose plug, so it's always hard to wrestle with your nose bleeding, and
You can't breathe.
it changes how you attack. You don't want to use your head as much, and
I'd like to point out that the sponsors for these matches are coming up on your screen as well. And here at 113 pounds is Dr. Kevin Riley from Wellington Sports Medicine. And Tuslaw picked up another pin.
okay,
Well, that's 4 straight pins for Massillon Tuslaw over Blanchester. They've got a tough road to hoe. Down 24-0. The
Ziegler
Ross
does,
score is 7-5 with 40 seconds to go. The Ross wrestlers winning. And we're at 9-4 here at the Archbishop Moeller with Ziegler versus Barkley. Still in the second period.
teams so that you can follow the matches on the floor.
Ziegler 9-4, 27 seconds left. You can see the pace has slowed down a little bit for him. I think the blood time is, you know, you wrestle where you don't want to get hit again and, you know, get caught with more blood time. So he's in a nice body lock there.
Scoreboards at the west end of the arena as
Yeah, I misspoke on those sponsors here. This is American Insurance Strategies.
Oh, look
Rick
out.
Stegmeyer,
Looks
the
like,
sponsor here.
This is one of the things, no point. This is one of the things that you talk about momentum. It doesn't really apply in the individual term, but when you got a team going, wow, it gets, your team can get, no points.
Oh.
8 seconds to go. Ross leads 7-5, both up, but boy, Blanchester's running into a windmill here. They're going to get
Blanchester just
4 kids stuck and one guy just fighting off his back. And Ross pulls one out, 7-5. Ziegler.
Yeah,
Nice
Ziegler's
pull.
just struggling right now.
Now we got blood or injury. He's bleeding again. So which match are we going to? I'm not sure. That was the end match for 106. So Ross comes out of the gate with a 3-0 lead. And
But
who they got
boy,
wrestling?
Blanchester is just getting smoked over here. As you mentioned before, though, Tim, or maybe it was Greg, that sometimes you're loaded at one end or the other.
And Blanchester is they're ranked kids. You know, a lot of people put out individual rankings of who they think the best wrestlers are.
Okay, this will be the
Blanchester is definitely
we're
better
at
than the top.
At 113 pounds with Ross. This is Brendan Williams, a freshman for Ross, against Ryan Bennett, who was 4th place last year at 110 6 pounds in the individual tournament. And Williams gave up the takedown and is getting tilted.
I'll tell you, if I was wrestling for Massillon Tuslaw, I'd be upset if I didn't pin the way you're going to be the bad low man on a totem pole. 5 straight pins for Tuslaw against Blanchester. That's a deep hole.
Programs for the OHSAA.
Hey, we're going to do a split screen here for you. We've got Moeller which is still the Ziegler-Barkley match, and along with the Ross 113-pound. This is both matches 113-pound weight class. Ziegler in on a single.
On pages 1 and 2.
Can't get
Good job by Barkley.
Yeah, well, he's got his hips down now, though, so he's in trouble.
There, he's got his head to the side. Yeah. That's 2.
So now it's
make
11.
It 11-4. Minute left in the third, so Ziegler's up by 7 here. So we'll see if they kick him.
It's only the second, isn't it?
No, it's the third. So we'll see if they kick him, and if they kick him another takedown, they get the major. So
seems like it's been going on forever.
Well, I think he had blood time, but then
blood time. Yeah.
I think he also went over and might not be feeling so good at one of his blood times there.
This has been a tough 3 weeks on these teams. They've been hammering away, qualifying, going through qualifications in this, and at the same time they've been wrestling duels and league tournaments. And next week we start sectionals. This is a really heavy load.
See what Ziegler's got left here. He's got 10 seconds to try to get a takedown. And he goes with a super duck, and he gets it. Now he's got 7 seconds to ride him to keep the team point. Wow, that was pretty impressive. Nice little super duck, going to get the major.
Brendan Williams trails 4-1 at the end of the first period.
And, these are so much more important, these extra team points now, the bonus points, as they call them, because it is a dual team match. If you have a pin, it's worth, double match, and, you're wrestling strictly your team, so you get those extra team points. For advancement, that becomes real critical.
Williams for Ross was in the down position, and Bennett from CVCA, that's Cuyahoga Valley Christian Academy, gave him the escape, and they've gone on their feet, and now Bennett is in on a single. Bennett's a sophomore. As I say, last year as a freshman, he took 4th at 106 pounds. Of course, he benefits a lot from the fact that he's practicing every day with Tomasello.
Absolutely.
That's like having a year-round clinic in your backyard. Bennett with another takedown, leads 6-2. The minute 30 seconds left in period 2. I'd like to thank the folks out at General Advertising Products for their support of these events. They support this. Bruce Howland, the general manager there. He was an outstanding basketball player, but recognizes the value of high school athletics across the board.
Over on mat 1, Jacoby Ward, the freshman for Moeller, is on the mat now, but he's going to have his hands full with Brandon Watson, senior out of Centerville, ranked about 9th by many of the reports. So
he had a bad takedown to his back, so it's a 4-0 match here. Got in on the double and didn't get his hips out and wasn't able to sprawl, and taken down to his back. Meantime, Ross is 10 seconds, 3 more points. It's 12-3, or 11-3, excuse me.
Brendan Williams is a freshman. This experience of being here and wrestling in this tournament is certainly a good one for these young guys. Hopefully they have the opportunity to build on this going into the sectionals of this next week.
Yeah, this has also changed the way everything's set up. Usually, in the past, you had your league tournament, and then you went right into sectionals, district, state. with this tournament, you had your league tournament last week, and so a lot of teams are basically kind of off this weekend.
Right.
So you got a 2-week.
Yeah,
It does allow for some injury to heal up, but it does move the league tournament up a week. Now, in years past, especially if some of in the leagues, you end up wrestling the same kids 4 weeks in a row. League, sectionals, districts, the state, you know.
Got a tilt. Jacoby Ward working on a tilt.
Yep.
Not going to get it though, and it looks like probably he's going to
give
his
up. His hips are a little low there. Yeah. In fact, he's got his wrist stuck to the mat.
All right, action going over. Blanchester actually is in the match over there at this point in time with he's down 6-5 going into the almost done with the second. So they'll be fighting to get on the board.
138 pounds, Rick Nicely, a senior. This is the first senior that Ross has put on the mat, or Blanchester's put on the mat in this tournament. We think he's wrestling a freshman, Trevor Huffman.
Nicely's the name's been around there for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. The
ladies and gentlemen, you can
family connections go way back.
Wasn't there a girl that wrestled for Blanchester named Nicely? Amanda Nicely or something like that? Yeah, I think she was.
I think you're right.
For the latest OHSAA news, visit the website at www.ohsaa.org. The OHSAA website is more than just championships, so log on today.
Now, Tim, did you say that's Jacoby?
That's Jacoby Ward here at 120.
Okay, we've got all Moeller here. That's our match we're showing.
Only 5 seconds left here. He's going to try to fight and not go down. It's going to work. Doesn't end up giving up the takedown there. Pretty good job.
Still 5-0.
Over on mat 4, it is Nathan Tomasello going out for CVCA. Again, one of the top-ranked wrestlers in the United States that Ross will get a chance to see.
I think he's going to forfeit.
And he did. Ross forfeited to him. It's not an uncommon move. If you feel like you've got a reasonably competitive kid, you just go ahead and give up the 6 and then move him up a weight to just see how he can do, because, like you said, Tomasello is already an Ohio State commit, all that. So
you wouldn't do that in an individual tournament because your wrestler gets basically you don't have one in that weight. Can't even wrestle for 3rd or 4th or whatever. So it's one of the things that we've seen actually at the lower levels, not even to get here. People have played the strategy thing about forfeiting and moving up a weight, that kind of thing.
I just spent 15 minutes talking to different coaches down there, and you get the same thing. Well, this can happen if this happens.
Right.
This happens if this happens. And they're drawing, the sheet I've got here with the lineups on them is just a mass of arrows.
Okay, we're back here. We're at Ross. This will be 126-pound weight class.
This is Austin Russell, a junior. And we think that the Russell at 126 pounds is wrestling Josh Decatur, a senior. And I think we've got a split screen going now, going back to the Moeller and Ross combination.
Minute and 20 seconds left in the Moeller match. Jacoby Ward down 5-1. Just walked into a double.
Let's make it 7-1.
Yeah. He's going to
kick it in, make it 7-2. He's going to try to get his major also. Try to pick up that extra point. He's got a 5-point lead.
Probably good. He doesn't have length on him, and so his chances are better on his feet because he's tried the tilts and everything and not really working.
So he's going to need 2 takedowns to get his majors. That's what the coach is looking at here.
This is a very important match for Moeller because they're missing the part of the main thrust of their operation, and Centerville is not going to just go away.
Good job by Ward getting a little physical there. Pretty good snap. But he's not worried about giving up 2 takedowns. He's trying to get one.
No, I
don't
don't think so. I think which good defense is good offense, kind of. 4-1. Ross is losing. Oh, got that. No points out of bounds, though. Oh, he gave the escape. 4-2. Stepping out, 14 seconds left.
Austin Russell's a junior at Ross.
Yeah, he just got taken down.
And just gave up another takedown. Decatur's really quick. Caught
I think
Ross looking, I think.
And Moeller's going to lose this one 7-2, but that still gives them a, was that 10-3 lead? Or 9-3? 10-3. 10-3.
10-3.
Okay, here we are, full time on Ross. It's down 6-2 with 10 seconds to go in the first period. Been taken down 3 times. Now I think he's just going to hold on till the end of the period here.
It's really an interesting mix of things here. You get this is probably gives you a much better perspective on the different parts of the state in terms of their wrestling than anything that we see in the individual tournament, because you get lost in the individual matches so easily there. Here you're actually seeing the full team development, and it's got to be, as we've always said, our Division II and Division III teams have a really hard time in competition against teams from the Northwest or the teams from the Northeast.
Over on mat 1 in the Moeller match, at 126, Moeller just forfeited to make the score 10-9, and now they're bumping up to the 132-pound match with Andrew Mendel, a senior for them. And I try to find out who he's wrestling for against with Centerville at 132. Looks like Josh Scanlon, who's another pretty highly rated.
Right, and boy, talk
them,
about
so.
difference in physique. One's squat, muscular, and Mendel kind of long and lanky.
Lean.
Yeah.
Mendel's a great top wrestler, so when he gets on top, he's really good at tilts. Pretty good defensively on his feet. Hard
to get to him, hard to get into that ankle. He's got a good reach, looks for that little pick.
Try to back his way out there.
We've got Austin Russell trailing here. Well, it was 10-4. Now it's 12-4.
And backs, it looks like.
Oh, he's in trouble.
He may go down right here.
That's 12-4, and plus he's getting back points.
Oh, nice takedown, little drag by Mendel.
Snap and a drag from Mendel to go up 2-0.
Near fall, 3-point near fall, 1-point penalty over there in the Ross CVCA match. And Austin Russell trails 17-5 at this point. Well, one thing, Blanchester's match is going really fast. I looked away, and all at once we're up at 145 pounds over there.
Well, that happens when you have that.
We're on mat 1 with the Moeller match. You got Mendel, who's ranked probably anywhere in the 9 range, 9 top 10, and Wrestling Scanlon, who's ranked by most in the top 20-ish range, number 20 or so.
Oh, there's your tilt, Tim.
Yeah, you
very
called
good on
it.
top. Got 18 seconds left. Looks like he's got his 3 already, so you just got to be careful to.
Holds on to it, scoots his hip back under to stay with it. Yep.
Just really good at
Did
rolling
a nice
through.
job of.
He's only got 2. The ref just gave him 2. He's got 5 seconds left.
Nice job of getting away from that without giving up a reversal.
Well, that's a nice lead to start with.
Yeah.
You know, you will see a lot more pins in these duels because not every weight has solid wrestler. At the individual state tournament, every wrestler earned his way up there individually. So you got, especially when after the first round, you've got the best of everybody's team.
Austin Russell of Ross just lost by a technical fall to Josh Decatur on a takedown.
All right.
Back to mat 1 here where Andrew Mendel is on the bottom position here. He's stuck in a cradle right now, but Scanlon doesn't have that arm trapped with it, so it's hard to
roll
turn
him through. Yeah.
Gonna call stalemate. Stalemate. It's good for Mendel. It's pretty hard to breathe under there.
But that's what he's going to have to do, down 4-0. He's going to have to get some points on top, and he sure doesn't underneath. Hasn't shown he can get anything done.
Nice block off of the wrist to come down to hand control.
Keep those elbows in your pockets, don't you?
You're absolutely correct, Tim. Nice switch or reversal.
6-0.
This is where he's at his best. Stays heavy on the head.
Kept.
Stay on mat 1.
Stay with 1.
Oh, and then we'll go to.
We're going to stay on the Mendel match right now.
All right, 50 seconds left in this match. Mendel's kind of in control here.
It's
working the wrist.
Period, though.
Well, he's still in control.
He is. That's true. He is. Get a couple more back points.
He's trying to get the tilt
for
here.
The major here.
Yeah.
That'll give him 2 more, so
I think he's going to get his
8.
3 here.
Yep, only going to get 2.
Still gets the 2.
Nope, he's got
the 3
out.
I thought he stopped.
He got a 5.
So now 9-0.
You see Mendel let go of the control there so he could get his back points and then go back for some more. He doesn't. If you don't break the hold, the ref won't give you the 3 till the hold.
You have to let go of the wrist. You know.
So we're at 9-0. 15 left in the second here. I think it'll be Centerville's choice. I think Mendel went on the bottom last period.
Well, I don't think he's going to take down. If he does,
he'll go on their feet or he'll take top if I'm coaching him. I'd give him a chance on top, to be honest with you.
Yep.
He did lock up a cradle earlier.
He's taking
exactly
top.
What he said.
Yep.
So, that's a 9-0 here. That's what he's got to be looking for.
Got 1 chance. Oh, Blanchester's got.
They got him on his back in a 5-5 match over there on mat 6.
Yep.
Hard to follow them all, isn't it, Greg?
Yes. At least we know where they are, though. That's the difference at this. We know
That's
always
true.
that we're on these mats instead of individual state. They could pop up anywhere.
Mendel here working for his 1. He's still leading 9-0, and he's from the bottom position here. So he's going to get 1. He got his 1. Now he gets his 2.
So that's a 12-point.
Pretty experienced there. You see where he separated to get his 1, but he didn't let go of the wrist, and he went right and got the 2 too.
Right.
So
instead of just taking a reversal, getting an escape.
You don't see freshmen doing that. You see seniors kind of after all these years.
The 132-pound weight class is brought to you by Dr. Kevin Riley from Wellington Sports Medicine. And speaking of freshmen, across the way, Tyler Young, a freshman at Ross, is trailing 5-1 at 132 pounds.
Yeah, their lighter weights seem to be a pretty young team there.
They're strong in the higher weights. Once they get to 38 and above, Cordell Bird coming up, and some of the other wrestlers. This is Jones and Bird and Heimkreider, and those are their
Bridwell.
Yeah, those are the kids that are state.
About 5 pretty solid, highly ranked.
So they can come back here.
They got 5 kids ranked in the top 7 and 4 that are top 5. So they could make a nice run at the state tournament and certainly clearly be top 5 or so in the state tournament. So impressive team for Ross.
12-0 after 20 seconds to go.
Going to get some more back points there off that tilt almost.
For more information,
At this point, he might as well just stay there and not give the one back.
web at goarmy.com/ROTC/OHSAA.
Major victory.
Marathon is proud to be the
All right,
official
Mendel will
field
finish it
service
off with a
provider
12-0 win. That'll get Moeller 4 points. Should take them to a 14-9 match at this point.
All right. There
Now
you
we're
have
over on
Cordell
that.
Bird with the 2-point takedown.
Cordell Bird's a senior for Ross, ranked 6th in the state in some reports.
Bird
Already
comes out,
with a 2-0
Bird comes out to get you.
2-1. Now we did his cousin Max Bird in the state finals last year. He's now wrestling at Ashland.
I think, didn't we miss him at the Coaches' Day? Wasn't he out with injury? Did he wrestle? I thought maybe he was out early in the season.
Yeah, I was just looking to see.
Strong on the head. Good. Oh, nice. Oh, lost it, though. Took it away. Got a little over anxious there.
Yeah,
He
he
should have
had
just
it.
taken the 2 and tried to throw the leg in.
Spun behind and threw the leg in at the same time. It's a pretty good move, but
Cordell won the Franklin Invitational, the Eaton Invitational, and was sectional or SWOC.
Okay. Oh, we've got
over on 1. We just went back to 1 where Jonathan Tallarigo in for Moeller at 138 with a quick takedown and a lift right to his back. So he's got a quick 4-0 lead. Looks like he is probably wrestling, I'm going to guess, Chris Plentz, a junior out of Centerville. They rated in Hunter Smith, a freshman also, but gotta guess they're going with the junior.
Bird on top 4-1 with 25 seconds left.
It's pretty impressive.
Stalemate. It's like that Clear Creek Northridge is going pretty strong over there. There's all kinds of little rivalries within rivalries going on here.
Blanchester with another victory over on mat 6. 11-7 win at 145. Like I said early on, Tuslaw was having their way, but Blanchester gets stronger as they get deeper into the weight. So, all right, on mat 1 still, it's 4-1 still with Tallarigo with the lead with 20 seconds or so left.
Has he been inserted in? What's the?
No, he's been in the lineup most of the year at 38. Yeah.
A junior working through the program. Second period, Bird gets a quick escape. 5-1. Little head shrug there.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Cordell Bird's a solid wrestler for Ross.
Well, a 4-year starter, started as a freshman at 12, I think it was, and has grown into this 138.
Tallarigo leading 4-1 takes the defensive position here in the second period.
His uncle Jeff Bird does a lot of coaching, youth wrestling.
That Max's dad.
Yeah, Max's dad is.
Whoa! He's in trouble over on mat 4, though. Bird goes to his back.
Wow. His uncle Jeff wouldn't be happy with that one.
He gave up a reversal and 3 back to go down 6-5 over on mat 4. Wow.
Well, this is what the benefits of higher level competition come through. You got to keep coming back. You got to keep fighting
6
back.
minutes. You just cannot relax for a minute when you get to the higher levels.
This is a very important lesson for these guys. 6-6.
And certain guys that they don't see all year, they could actually wrestle these guys in the state placement matches at some point.
No question.
Well, now Bird shooting in there. His shots are traveling with.
He's a little slower on his shot than he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's slowed
and he's
slowed down.
He's leaving a high arm in it too. Going to get, if he doesn't keep that elbow down on his shots, he's going to get pancaked out of it.
Talarico with the takedown over on mat 1 to take a 7-1 lead. 56 seconds left in the second.
And 15 seconds left in the Ross CVCA match, or in the second period anyway. And blood time with at Ross, so will be strictly Moeller, Centerville right now, 7-1. 55 seconds.
Good job by Blanchester to try to get the escape. He gave it to him. So I'll make it 7-2. Talarico still in pretty good control over there.
It's pretty evident. Tuslaw comes out of the Northeast, but everything they execute for takedowns, they're going immediately for back points. It's
pretty good coaching.
Yeah.
2 point.
And it's
Moeller.
the experience of the region.
All right, we're back to 9-2, and we've got a 6-6 match going in the third period.
And Cordell Bird went from being in pretty good control to being
in trouble. He's going to be on top.
A match in his hands.
Right.
Blanchester over on mat 6 got a pin.
Yep.
There they come a little bit back. See, first 5 matches don't win a match for you. So. Bird is on his feet here, right?
Oh. I thought he took down. I think this is a reversal.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it is.
Down 8-6 from a 5-1 lead here to down 8-6. They had maybe a little blood time. Bird might be bleeding. That's why they stopped it. It might be good for him. He might need a little break here. Catch his wind. He needs an escape and a takedown to win this. Back over in Talarico's match, 9-3 here. Just starting the third, about 1:45 left.
Okay, split screen here. Blanchester in the white. And
that's Brendan Breesley, a junior for Blanchester.
Interesting.
Dave, can you see this team score over there? That monitor has it right my way.
No, we got. I keep having to look up here overhead to see it too.
We'll see it in a
I
minute.
can't see it. I show
We'll get it in a
17 to
second.
9.
30,
I see 17
33
to 9.
to 0. Blanchester's
that was
losing.
through 138.
Yeah.
So 33-0 through 138, but now
I think it's 33-9.
Well, that's 33, yeah.
But Blanchester gets stronger at the heavier weights. That's where their kids are ranked. So
they had a pin and a win, didn't they? So. Okay, Moeller hanging on 40 seconds with 11-3. Now it's 11-4. That
7-point match now. So Talarico needs to have a takedown here. To
all right, Bird got his escape. There's a minute to go, and he needs a takedown. It's how many times do we talk about it? It's the last takedown. You got to have one. Can you get it? Do you have that go-to move? He's running that front headlock.
I
don't know if that works for him. You know, he hit he was in on the legs twice in the first period. That's what got him going. Now he's working, but he's a little slower coming out of that. He's not getting a real crisp shot anymore.
Brandon Breesley is working hard over there. He's got a 3-0
Wow,
lead.
he warned Bird for stalling. Down 1 warns him for stalling. Okay, 11-4 was the final of the Moeller match. Blanchester losing 3-1. Tuslaw changed uniforms on us. Well, you got to take a shot. You've got 15 seconds to go. You can't be reaching for the head.
Matt 4's up on the screen, but Bird's down.
Okay.
Over.
Blanchester's winning 5. 5-1. 10 seconds to go in the first.
That's one of those complaint issues that we've got over the uniforms. I do not understand how you can not have the same uniform in a given round in a tournament. That makes no sense to me.
Okay, so we're still full screen on Blanchester's match.
Cordell Bird lost 8-7.
Boy, 5-1 lead.
Our coach has seen it all, hasn't he, Dave?
Which one?
Ross.
Oh, Rich? Yeah.
Rich Dunn.
Yeah. Yeah. He's got a, you know, that he's been there 22 years now. It's hard for me to imagine.
Wow.
And Jeff Geyer, what, 27 years now?
Been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's part of the, I think, part of the key to success.
Well, there's a pin for Blanchester at 170. So they're coming back a little bit.
Coverage of OHSAA wrestling on Waycross Community Media is underwritten by Dr. Kevin Riley of Wellington Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health Sports Medicine, Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Cincinnati Functional Fitness, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Rick Stegmeyer of American Insurance Strategies, Moeller High School Wrestling Program, Wyoming High School Wrestling Program, Tap House Grill, Keller and Klein Incorporated, General Advertising Products, and Jim Dandy's Family Barbecue.
Ross is losing 24-3 to Cayahoga Valley Christian right now. We're live on Mat 1. Moeller with a 2-point takedown at 145. That'll be set.
Get a look. I think that's Austin Wesley, but that could be Austin Bohannick too.
Bohannick and Morton's who they listed as weighing in.
45. This is Bohannick.
Oh, he's
a little leg tilt.
This 145, if we do show the Ross, this is their projected state placer. He's ranked number 1 or 2 in the state, depending on who you talk to. Coach's Classic.
Yeah, this is Joseph Jones, who won our Coach's Classic down
and he is
holiday
just,
tournament.
He's a tough kid, just tough.
Very good.
Yep. And he got the takedown. 50 seconds to go. And just a meat grinder kind of guy. Just works hard.
I tell you, Ross has got enough kids that could place at state this year. They could be pretty high on the board, I think.
That's a whole different. Possible. Got 5 kids.
This is a pretty tough kid from CVCA. He's 8th at 145 pounds last year, so he knows what he's doing out there. So Joseph Jones's 2-0 lead is important. And you know, Bird's falling after getting out in front is a dangerous sign. And one hopes that Joseph Jones doesn't fall into the same pattern, getting a lead and then, you know, not finishing it off.
I think Jones is a little more physical, less finesse. I think his style of wrestling lends itself to just keeping the pressure on.
He looks pretty cut, looks to be in pretty good shape, so I like him. Can't wait to see how he does at state.
Trying to tilt him. 9-1 here at the second period. Moeller over Centerville.
We have Cincinnati Functional Fitness is a sponsor this year for the first time of our cable cast.
Oh, he's got the
Jones.
Peterson.
The main man, Scott Goodpaster.
Yep.
Boy, they just rolling around over there.
Yeah, that was a pretty strange series right there.
But even here, you know, Jones hasn't given it up. He's still holding on to it. Now he got it way there. There's several scrambles. 2-1.
Dave, you know, Scott Goodpaster from Cincinnati Functional Fitness, I talked to him this week, and he's actually writing some articles now for Win Magazine, a wrestling magazine.
Oh,
so he's
nice.
telling me about that, so he's getting published a little bit. So
he was the guy that really
Get your hips down.
Who's the kid? a few
Look at
years
this.
ago
Wow. Just watching that, that was just
Dustin
a lot.
Carter, yeah, he trained
Carter.
Dustin Carter.
Yeah, that was a good bit of, or something that was very successful for Dustin Carter was working there at Functional Fitness.
Yeah, Scott's kind of made a niche here with wrestlers. He can take a wrestler and turn him into quite a stud. He first got a little famous with a guy he trained named David Taylor.
Yeah.
No back points. But, boy, Jones was just really working a number of times. Got his hips down and got him back up. And a lot of scrambling. 4-1 here in the second period. That was a tough takedown. Could have given it up a couple times. Blanchester lost and got pinned again.
Austin Benick of Moeller leads over here 9-1. He's down, and Colton Hale of Centerville doing a lot of holding on from the top position.
Well, the match to watch here is the Ross 4-1 match, now up 6-1. He's got the arm bar, working arm, and this is a, what do you say, eighth place in the state last year?
No, he's ranked third this year.
Third this year, and he's
ranked
just,
third this year, is he really?
Yeah, he's just
tough,
controlling him the whole way. So basically, had some. The counter wrestling for Jones has been exceptional.
Well, Joseph Jones has been a really good wrestler for, it seems like, forever. He just keeps coming back at you. And this is going to be his year. I think you're quite right, Tim. This is a guy to really keep your eyes on.
And he's only he's a senior. Yeah,
he's a senior.
Well, you know, the CVCA guys Grambied him like 4 times, and then he gets his hips down, and the guy steps over, and you think he's got the takedown, and Jones is able to wiggle out of it and get his hips back up. He's just got good scrambling capabilities. He's put himself in a bad position 2 or 3 times, but able to get out of it. And there's Moeller wins 11-3 at 145.
It's 45-15 between Tuslaw and Blanchester at this point.
Okay, we've got 2 screens. Blanchester on top in the white at 195. When you have that many pins, you get ahead of everybody.
2-0.
Isn't there a 220-pounder ranked, Tim?
They're at 195. I would think it's Tim Lee. He's a senior. He's ranked in the top 30 in the state. So,
well, 10 seconds left in the Ross match. I think Jones is going to just hold his ground here. 5 seconds, lock up. Just the same exact. Boy, he's got some. There you go. Nice
6-2
match.
win for Joseph Jones.
All right, well, down at 152 for Moeller. And it Wyatt Wilson got a takedown already.
You guys just go back to that Joseph Jones match, looking from the rankings. He just beat the number 6 ranked kid 6-2.
And
So that's a junior. It was Jeff Hojananik, something like that. So how do you say that? Hojanaki?
yeah,
So he was ranked
Hojanaki.
6th, and Jones just beat him 6-2. So that's pretty impressive.
yeah.
Should be a fun.
That's a really
fun-
good win for Joseph
Yeah, that's
Jones.
a big win.
Really is. Adam Dunn. Adam
got-
Dunn is on the mat for Ross at this point.
Well, they've got all 3 matches on the screen for us. So Dunn at 152, Wilson at 150. He's wrapping up the cradle right now.
What do you think, guys? Ross kind of blew
There we
through
go.
their
Pin.
regional. There's a pin for the Moeller
Yep.
Wilson.
contingent.
Is kind of
Who was that?
Wyatt Wilson.
Wyatt Wilson.
Wyatt. Yeah, okay.
Wow, so at 160 to replace Dakota Sizemore, looks like Campbell Morton's going to come out.
Yeah, this is a place where Coach Geyer didn't have a name.
He didn't know what he was going to do.
He didn't know what he was going to do.
Well, at least in this tournament, if you scratch a kid from skin, you can put someone in.
Yes.
You go
oh,
to
yeah.
the state tournament
Oh, yeah.
too. He's
Yeah,
done.
That's right. He's out. It's over.
Well, I don't see Centerville with a ranked kid at 160, so that's probably what he's thinking here. Is they weighed in Chris Cochran, a senior, and Joe Andrews, a freshman. So but Campbell's been down as low as 145 here, so for him to bump up to 160,
So
his
we've got-
hands full.
So who we got at 60 for Moeller?
This is Campbell Morton, the normal 45 pounder.
Okay, yeah, right.
But they, I'm sure they had brought Dakota up with every intention of wrestling him. So. All right, we got all 3 mats up right now. Over on mat 6, the Blanchester match. Looks like they're going into the 220-pound weight, which really for Blanchester, Travis Boyd, a senior, is ranked 2nd in the state. This should be their best wrestler coming onto the mat here. Looks like he's dressed in all black singlet, checking in at the table.
152-pound weight class is sponsored by Keller and Klein Properties, Inc. I don't know what those guys do, but
Not much.
I know what they do. I heard it all on the ride up today. Take care of
Very
heating problems and all
appreciative of-
kind of things, don't we?
Just support good wrestling. That's
very
it.
appreciative of people who want to see wrestling continue to expand and grow, hopefully. And I think this dual meet tournament is going to do a lot for the sport around the state. Certainly, I think it's going to have its biggest impact in our area because that's where I think we're lagging seriously behind.
I love it. I think it's great. The only thing I'd like to see him maybe pick up is, it's basically a one and done tournament. So if you are like a Blanchester or a Ross and you get a 6, 7, 8 seed, you're wrestling the 1 or 2 right off the bat. So I'd like to see him turn it in somehow to where you can wrestle back and wrestle for 3rd and 4th like a regular tournament.
I think that's a great idea. I think that there's a time issue.
It's a time issue,
Yeah.
right? The travel issue, getting them here, all
Yep.
the teams here early enough.
Yep.
But, there is a break from, 5:30 to 8 tonight. So
Well, you could do a 3rd and 4.
you could do a 3rd and 4th place match right then. I would just like to see that instead of just one and done.
Yeah, here
catch a Graham or a St.
At
Ed's.
this stage, yeah, I think you're right. I think it'd be a lot more clear definition of the status of teams across the state if you did do a 3rd and 4th round place match here.
Well, Blanchester's Travis Boyd. We're going to show that real quick. He was behind the guy, and the guy reached between and grabbed his leg and then kind of just jumped and dumped him. So I think Boyd's okay, just maybe need to catch his breath a little bit.
can pause, fast forward, rewind, and even do instant replays with the DVR.
Well, the Moeller substitute's doing all right here.
Yeah, bumping up 2 weight classes. That's a heavy task, but he's winning 2-1.
2-1.
You could on your insurance. See how your knowledgeable local farmers agent can save you money. Call 1-800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com.
Yeah, that's a huge bump up.
That's a lot of weight.
You're not going to be able to. He may get away with it now. It's going to be a real tough thing. If they can get into the semifinals.
Yeah, against Massillon Perry, without Dakota Sizemore.
Yep.
And without Connor Borton, they're a 26-pounder.
Yep.
It's a long road.
You got to pick up some big bonus points in there to do that. That's hard to do with Perry.
Yeah, Perry's the #2 ranked team in the state right now. They're solid up and down the lineup. So
some people are giving them a shot this year to upset Eds.
In the duel, which we'll, if they get there, we'll probably cover that. We'll cover that tonight. So we'll get to see how that goes.
All right, we're on all 3 screens again. Just bring you up to date. It's 5-2. Ross is losing. Minute and 43 in the 3rd period. It's 2-2 at 160 pounds for Moeller in the 2nd period.
Travis Boyd at 220 from Blanchester leads
3-2.
3-2.
Same thing, Dave. Blanchester's got 2 sets. I guess.
Yeah.
They got.
That just drives me.
Too much money or not enough? You don't have enough to full set, or they got so much money they got more than they need, huh?
Yeah, I think you just have some kids that are superstitious. They beat a good kid in this singlet, so they want to stay with it. And
the kids that don't wash it if they win. One of those. No.
Dave's not buying it, Greg. No matter what we come up with.
No. Superstitions, toss it out the window. Go out and look like the rest of your team.
I've seen coaches just let their seniors pick what they want to wear and all kinds of things. 4-3 now, down on mat 6. Let's just see where this Travis Boyd, just see who he's wrestling. We assume that's Travis Boyd. Again, we have no real way of telling.
It's Andrew Dunn, a junior from Ross, out there against the kid that was 3rd in the state last year at 140 pounds, Matt Dobbin, a senior.
He's doing pretty reasonable anyway. He's going to get tilted here.
He gave up the tilt.
Nope.
He did not.
Oh,
Travis
Blanchester's in trouble here.
Yeah, Travis Boyd.
Unless they bumped him up. I don't know, guys. They might have bumped him up.
Well, Boyd, he didn't say anything about doing that. But Boyd was 5th in the state at 220 last year. And he just went down.
So what? Didn't look it, did he?
No. Unless they, well, they may. Brian Penix didn't say anything about making that move earlier.
That one, Centerville's in on the takedown. He's going to give it to him.
He's going to get it.
Going to pull that.
Oh, he's got his ankle. I think
he's
he'll
got
give
his
it to
knee
him.
down out of bounds, hasn't he?
Oh, he's not giving it to him.
Wow.
That's cool. I mean, every ref's different, but boy, I thought he might have had his ankle there. So
he did have the ankle. He didn't have.
I didn't know. It looked to me like the knee was down. I couldn't. But then I'm looking over the rail here.
Yeah.
Like you are. Hey, Jeff, you notice how it's different? Greg, you notice how it's different in here now?
What's that? Here we're going to show. Looks like you can make your own decisions. What's different, Dave?
What's not up there in the Sky Dome here that you were familiar with from
the old scoreboard? Yeah,
Yeah.
I was telling Tim about that earlier. They dropped the scoreboard down a ways. You can't climb into it like in the old days.
Yeah.
The good old days. It's a great view from there. Take it from someone who's been in it.
Legally?
Yeah, I didn't say that. I just said I was in it. The little catwalk was kind of scary, but looked like
old high school days, right? Greg?
Yeah, it looked like little ants from up there, I tell you.
Okay, back on mat 1, we're down 3-2 Moeller. Campbell Morton's winning with under 30 to go. So all he needs to do is play defense. Centerville's got to get a shot, trying for the takedown.
Well, he's in it. Just locking up those elbows. Centerville's not doing anything to get the takedown. It's 12 seconds.
And trying to keep his head down and spin.
Five seconds. I think he's going to win this, Tim. Stepped into the lineup and did a good job.
That's a really good job for a guy to step up and give his all for his team.
Campbell Morton with a victory, 2 weight classes up for him.
What a great example of teamwork that is.
Okay, we're on the 160-pound match. There's 20 seconds left in the first period.
This is Dalton Jones. Dalton Jones, a sophomore, against Michael Meadows.
He's in, but he's not getting any points.
Potentially dangerous. There are 11 seconds left in the first period. No score.
Okay, we're ready to bring you the next 170-pound match for Moeller is coming on the mat. That's
Dean Meyer.
Dean Meyer moved up from 160 when Sizemore came down from 170. So they've kind of reversed ranks.
Looks like he's probably got Alec Gilchrist, a senior, or Corey Jones, a senior. They weighed them both in.
Yeah, and we have no way of knowing who actually is there. That's that's one of the learning things we have to solve before next season.
It's good to see Dean back on the mat. He kind of twisted an ankle a little bit against St. X.
Yeah, he was gimpy.
Yeah. Looks like he's pretty much full go here. He's not limping at all. So time to get healthy. You got sectionals next week. So.
Well, he's given up length to this kid.
No question.
Looks a little.
Good 6-footer, 6'1".
Yeah. Gotta be careful of the cradle. We've seen that be a problem for him.
Dalton Jones from Ross trails 2-0 in his match at 160 pounds.
Yeah, he's trying to bar up that arm for a tilt, but
Scott Newman, the 285-pounder, unless that is Boyd that's bumped up. I'm wondering about that.
You will have to check afterwards, Dave.
Yeah. Because this guy,
he looks more than 220 to me, Dave.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think you're right.
That's going to do it over there on mat 6. Blanchester finishes a little stronger than they began, so.
So yeah, 45-27, I think is the final.
Yeah, that would be it. 45-27 should be the final. Yeah.
Moeller's winning 30-9. Dunn still on top, riding him out. Been a tough ride, full period almost. 10 seconds. Now you don't get goofy here and give up anything, because you're not going to turn him with 3 seconds, so you might as well just stay there. Okay, that's the end of the second period. 2-point lead, 2-0.
160 pounds. Ross is Dalton Jones against Michael Meadows of Cayahoga Valley Christian Academy. One of the perennial tough Division II teams in the state.
And again on a takedown, that's 2 of them. Yep, 4-0 now for Dean Meyer, down 4-0.
Being out of practice as long as he's been out, this can be pretty tough. This can be a pretty tough assignment for him.
Yeah, and he's jumping up a weight class now too, so he's been
Yeah.
at 60 all
It's different.
year.
I'm telling you, the length has a lot to do with that too. He's not used to wrestling a kid that long.
We'll say Dean's got a pretty tough mental side to him though, so we'll see when he needs to have it, just where
Right. Oh, there's
how
a
he
lot
does.
of time left. Well, it's just a little different style, and you know the wrestlers you're wrestling is a little different style. You have to adjust, and it just takes a little bit of time sometimes.
And if he spent the last week on a bike only, you can't stay in shape that way.
Okay, 1:06 left here in the second period. He's in on it. Both up.
That kid is tall. Wow.
He is.
Tell you what, you take a shot next time he goes to his nose is what I do right there.
He does go to it a lot,
Yeah,
doesn't he?
yeah. Time yourself off of him.
Bad shot there. He has his head down.
He's calling him for stalling. So he can get in.
Oh, boy.
See how easy he gets in because of the length?
So long.
Yep.
He's got a foot less to shoot. If he can reach that much further.
I don't know why he's really not taking it to him. He's been on that leg 3 or 4 times. He probably should be more aggressive with it.
He's going to have his work cut out for him. Down 4-1 going into the third. About 8 seconds left on the clock.
Okay, 1 second left in the second period.
170-pound weight class is underwritten by Dr. Steve Daly. Dr. Daly has just changed his operations to UC physicians. He'll be operating at the University of Cincinnati and teaching classes in emergency medicine at the University of Cincinnati now, as well as continuing his practice as a sports medicine specialist.
I think he missed traveling on a helicopter, Dave. You know, he used to do that med care thing.
That may be it. Yeah, he said that you know, he really does like the emergency medicine, and
nice takedown for Ross with 14 seconds, kind of seals that win.
UC physicians gave him the chance to come back and contribute in the classroom as well.
Well, Dean Meyer's got to do a little something here, down 4-1. Might get a stalling call for him here if the Centerville wrestler doesn't start doing something.
Dalton
and he's
Jones,
been warned.
Dalton Jones comes up the winner.
5-2.
Yeah, I can't see the scoreboard behind the official there.
All right, we're all on mat 1 here. He's going to cut him loose, which is what he needed to do. Yep, minute 20, down 5-1.
Long way to go, though. 3 takedowns just to tie it. So I think you got to look more takedown to your back at this point.
Well, if
Pretty
you were a
hard to get
Centerville
3.
wrestler, you need to take one more shot, get in on a leg.
Referee almost went to the stall right
Well,
there.
he's
He
gonna
put the
go
whistle
to.
in his mouth.
He's going to go to it here pretty soon. He's not going to give him too much more chances.
Yeah, Dean's got to push that action. I mean, a
But
stalling point would help
exactly.
a lot.
And that's how you do it. But
Now
Pop
there's
his head
a
out.
good position to finish from, hopefully.
He had a chance to pop his head out right as he was in deep there, and he didn't take it.
Yeah,
So
he's going to get a stalemate here pretty soon instead, I think.
Could get a pin out of this if he works it right. But
yeah.
Well, nope.
Like the ref,
the
let him
stalemate
wrestle
was
there.
coming up. Yep, that's all the Centerville wrestler was hoping for, I think, in that position.
He did a nice job there of shooting to one side or faking to one side and shooting to the other. Got him pretty good, so see if he goes back to that.
Yep.
Hard to beat length, boy.
Yep.
A great asset.
I'm just surprised it took him so long to do it. He's gotten it 3 times, and he took on all 3 shots.
Yeah, he let go of it a couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're back to 2 mats for you. This is Ross down 2-0.
That's this is
top left
Chase
for
Sayers. Well, it may be. I'm not sure whether it's Chase Sayers or Garrett Sayers. I'm not sure which of the Sayers boys is out there. There was a possible switch here.
15 seconds
but
left.
I have no way of verifying.
Yep. Took it. Look at this.
You know, your best offense or best defense is a good offense.
That's
Take
right.
the shot. You get a leg and hold on and win the match.
All right, well, we're all on the Ross match here at 170 pounds. We'll come back to the Moeller Centerville here shortly. All right, got his 1. Nice work by Sayers.
Oh.
I'll tell you what, coming up at 182.
And the guy's going to hang on to that leg for a stalemate right there.
Coming up on mat 1, Dave, you're going to have 182 pounder. Number 3 ranked Garrett Connor against number 5 ranked Quentin Rosser. So you're going to see 2 projected state placers.
So here it is, top left, yeah. Your Centerville
coming out of the
Moeller.
districts. You know, out of our districts, Dave, at Fairfield, we have 4 of the top ranked.
Yeah, that's
kids coming out of 182.
Really, that's just.
Somebody may end up staying home.
That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what happens up in the northeastern part of the state, and that's the reason that those guys, when they come in there, you draw a number 3 out of the region, and you run into a buzzsaw consistently.
We got both these 2 here rated like 3rd and 5th, and then you got Gunnar Lay at 2 and Tommy Danis out of Mason at 6. So should be an interesting week at Fairfield.
I maintain that number 3 is the most dangerous draw because there's really no difference between a 2 and a 3.
Right.
They both lost 1 match.
Right.
So.
Well, whichever of the Sayers boys is out there at 170 pounds for Ross is leading at this point 3-2 in the second period. Although it looks like he's about to get reversed. He did.
Got a little high with that leg in and didn't have the head tight enough. Keep the pressure and let him pop that head up.
Rosser's only a junior, isn't he?
He is.
And a lot of them are juniors, Dave.
Yeah, it's a pretty young team. You're right.
Pretty solid junior class there.
Yeah.
By age, but by experience, 3-year starters in a lot of cases.
Yeah, right.
Good job by Ross there. Good reversal. Puts Ross up 5-4.
5-4.
Looking for a turn here. He's close. No points, not even a count.
Couldn't walk it to the head without. He was a little sloppy, a little loose. So 55 seconds.
182-pound class is sponsored and underwritten by Moeller Wrestling as a contributor this year. We take money from anybody.
I tried to call in a favor on that one, huh?
Oh, he's got the cradle. He's got the cradle. He's got it. He's got it. He's getting a count.
He's on top, so those should be his back points.
Those are. He's going to. Still got it.
12 seconds. He's just got to hold on. Well, he gave him 3 already. Why
Yeah,
did
he
Why did he get that? Why did he
Yep,
give
he
him
got the
3?
pin, too.
Oh, he got the pin?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
He still had him on his back when he awarded 3.
really nice to know which one of the boys it is. A nice win, a pin for the Ross Rams.
He's able to tuck that head and bring that far shoulder to the mat. 1. Here we go. It's still 0-0 against 2 potential state placers here.
Rosser to his feet, but Connor with a great lift and return.
This is going to come down to a takedown that didn't happen.
It's amazing how good matches really do 1-1, and then whoever can get that 1 takedown is going to win it. Rosser not having any trouble getting his feet, but Connor with pretty easily just lifting him and returning him. So.
He's letting him come to his feet. He's letting him go. Okay, now we're at 182 on Ross. They're starting up.
That's Ben Davis, a senior, versus Noah Havener, a sophomore from CVCA. Well, there's another tall kid.
Yeah, Ross's kid.
Yeah.
I think they got another couple coming up, too. I remember from the coaches that Bridwell, I think's his name.
Harm, and
he's tall, too. And
Yeah.
Heimkreider.
Heimkreider, both real tall kids.
He is a long, tall kid.
And he just got.
He's going to have wrestled some pretty good kids.
He hasn't given it up yet.
Used that to his advantage to be able to step over. That's 2.
He gets to wrestle with 2 kids in the top 5 above him weight-wise, so he gets a good workout every day, I would think. Over on 1, Rosser does get the escape. 41 seconds left in the second, excuse me. First takedown's going to win it, fellas.
29 seconds to go in this first period.
Give me some help. Where's the Iron Man held?
Walsh.
You know, that's
Stowe, Ohio.
You can almost see CVCA from Stowe.
Yeah, they're real close, right?
I think they can throw a rock from one school to the other. Probably do throw a few rocks, but I mean they're right there. Went up there.
Schools know how to wrestle.
The religious wars. Huh? Oh, there's 2. Oh, no point. That was still dead.
Well, that was
very close.
A little drag, and then he seemed to trip and almost fall. Nice job by the Ross wrestler there to continue with the move.
Got a little injury time there. Maybe when he caught his foot, he hurt his knee a little bit, tweaked it. Okay, we got the third period starting here. If Rosser can hold him down, which I don't think's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're going to see 1-1, and Rosser's best asset is just conditioning. He'll just work you, wear you down.
Well, Ben Davis, the senior for Ross, he was second at the Franklin tournament, and he was first in their league tournament, Southwest Ohio Conference, I think.
Minute 44.
Oh. We have worked in some pretty confined spaces, but I got to tell you,
my knees hurt.
Oh.
Can't straighten them out.
Rosser down on the ankle.
We've got equipment cases under us, behind us, around us, and it's tight in here.
Rosser's doing a good job of holding him down.
He's got about the first 40 seconds.
He went out.
Doesn't show any signs of giving up a warning for stalling or anything. He's being pretty active.
I see Rosser just goes down on that ankle. And I think he's
just got to be careful here. If you are going to give up, it's got to be 1, not 2. You can't give up the reversal.
You want to get back on your feet. Your 1.
That should give him 1.
That's 1 there. That's
all right.
1.
Boy, that was close to a step over for a
as
reversal.
we talked about, takedown wins it.
1-1, and the
But
next
honestly,
takedown
Rosser
wins it.
hasn't taken the shot. Not that.
He tends to get more active at the end of the match. You know, the first 3 minutes, he just hangs in there, hand fights, wears you down. And then he's, you know, you got to like him in overtime. That kind of thing. So watched him wrestle for quite a bit. Good shot by Connor there.
Ben Davis.
Good hit.
Still spread out.
He's
too
in
far.
on Davis's. They're out of bounds. Noah Havner.
Rosser with the
was
takedown.
really close.
So we got simultaneous accountings here. Dave talking about the Ross match, Tim talking about the Moeller match. I'll just sit here and tell you which ones they're talking about. But Moeller up 3-1, 22 seconds to go. 2-1, Ross leads after 1 period. Moeller is in the top left in case you aren't certain of that Crusader emblem in the back. And
Under
that's
10 on the Moeller
10
match.
seconds, and Ross in the yellow and maroon.
It's interesting over there in that Ross CVCA match. Havner, the kid from CVCA, has got a really bad ankle. He's really gimpy.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to get to your feet then. You got to get up and get him off his hips so that you can make him stay on that foot.
Rosser gets the win for
3-1, yeah. Big win.
5 versus 3 there, so could see that match again.
Well, he got a count.
You get a tilt, you got a no points.
Count, no points.
He gave him 1, then another 1, so no score or no points.
He's got to get out. He's got to get his feet out in front. He's got to push up, get his. This kid's got the wrist.
Who's this for Moeller, Tim?
Jerry Thornberry at 195. He's currently ranked about top 10, 11 kind of area, but he's got Adam Tonkin, a junior out of Centerville, in about the top 20, 21 or so, where some of them have him ranked. So pretty good match.
Okay, Ross is still trying to flip over, trying to get the hips over. He can't do it. Got to go somewhere else.
The CVCA kid is trying to tilt. And every time he tries to tilt,
there he got it.
Davis
he finally got his hips through.
Davis gets his hips over him and then gets a reversal.
Well, he couldn't get the lower leg out.
If he can get the leg picked up, he can put a cradle in on it.
Puts him up 4-1. Thornberry with the takedown for Moeller over on mat 1.
Rather quickly. A little blood time, Tim.
Blood time for Thornberry on mat 1. Rosto up 4-1. No time left in the second. Ross is going to take a
too high.
4-1 lead into the third.
Just took him back too late. 4-1.
Yeah. Third period. Davis leads 4-1 at 182 pounds for Ross.
Boy, Cincinnati or
what is it, 27-12?
It's hurt. That ankle's hurting him.
No, looks like it's already wrapped, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah, but the lead they've got here, I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's 27-12. Would make it 27-18.
Yeah, Ross is good in the next 3 weight classes.
3 weights,
so
it's possible.
This could be. Can you see it? That's what it is. 27-12.
Yep, I think it's 27-12. 2 screens.
You see it, Dave?
27-15. No. What are you talking about?
The
Tuslaw?
No, Hamilton Ross and CVCA.
Oh. So I can't see behind that. I think it's 27-15.
It's up to 15 now.
I'll tell you, this is a long way from over, especially the way he's limping around. This ankle's hurting him.
Yeah.
You get a stick here, it'd be 27-21, and then you still
got your 3 best coming up.
Yeah.
You got in the rankings a 5-5 and a 7 coming up. Let's just see what CVCA has in that same weight classes.
Well, he went on the ankle, which is okay. Nothing wrong with that. Now he's trying to cradle him.
Well, the 195-pound weight class over here with Jerry Thornberry is sponsored by the Wyoming Wrestlers and their head coach, Brian Pittman.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, you go up to 195 in this Ross match, and you've got Ross with the 5th-ranked wrestler against CVCA with the 10th-ranked wrestler. So you kind of...
He just gave up a reversal. 4-3 now with 50 seconds to go.
Well, this Davis match is really critical for Ross because
he's got to be careful now because this kid could tilt him and win the match.
Yeah.
And he's trying to thread it now.
Every time he's tried to tilt,
he got
Ross
but he's gotten a
long
1
enough
count.
that he's able to.
Here it comes.
Here comes the tilt.
There's 2. Told you.
Told you.
Oh
my goodness.
Oh. Ross is in a position to win this match if he could have won this.
Got over aggressive on the pin and lost the match. 2 points.
What a shame.
Wow.
He wrestled a great match.
That's a disappointment.
The last 20, 30 seconds.
That's a real disappointment for Ross.
I tell you, Ross was right there to take advantage.
Lose it 5-4. Wow.
So is it 30 to 15 now?
30 to 15 instead of 27-18.
Wow.
So they're down 15. It's not over though. I mean, 2 pins and a win, and this is one where it's a 5 versus 10, but then Ross will be the favorite in the next 2, so it's a pretty big match. Oh, he's taking a singlet off while he's on the match. You better. Ooh. It's a big match here. Ross can.
All right, we're on mat 1. This is Thornberry winning 5-0 with 50 seconds. Then we're stopping again for blood, so we'll probably shoot back to Ross here at 195. A little cut stopping the action.
Jerry Thornberry was 4th at the SWOCA tournament this year and 6th at the Powerade, and won the GCL. Was it GCL North, huh?
Right.
And coming on the mat for Ross at 195 pounds is Tyler Bridwell against Nick Havener.
I've watched Bridwell wrestle. He's a tough, aggressive kid.
We got them both on here. He's got those pink wrestling shoes.
A little headbutt there. They both just banged head, both taking a shot.
Yeah.
Bridwell was 3rd at the Coaches Classic. Must have.
Yeah, he wasn't able to. If he could have kept his hold on that bicep when he tried to clear and then shoot behind, but he let it go to reach. And
oh, nice pick. Really nice ankle pick for the 2.
He's a nice, long, power. He's long and powerful both. Big kid. And Thornberry. Well, Thornberry and he met at the Coaches Classic.
Right, 3rd and 4th.
Winning it, yeah.
I think they actually met twice there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think they ended up having to wrestle each other twice.
He's going to cut him loose with 1:10.
I don't know whether.
Trying that front trip.
Boy, this arena's been the site of some remarkable wrestling over the years. Goodness. First year we came up here, the first kid I ever had qualified. Oh, I got to give a shout out to a guy. I'm sure we'll see this eventually. First kid ever qualify from Finneytown to the state tournament, Joe Howard. And Joe's in the hospital right now. He's got some kind of a respiratory problem. He came in here, and I can remember watching the finals, and he was just so amazed. All at once we realized that, hey, it's possible to get here and possible to do well. But Joe, I hope you're better by the time you see this.
7-0, Moeller. Thornberry on top. 49 seconds to go here in the third period. At Northridge, Amanda Clear Creek, they're going wild there. It's Clear Creek's that put them ahead 30-29 there, coming down to the heavyweight. It's all down to heavyweight over there. That's what makes these duels fun. Two guys that may not qualify for state or anything like that could make the difference in their team advance.
We're back here at 195 pounds.
Little tilt there.
Oh, a tilt.
I think he got 2 points, 9-0. Yeah, which is a major. So if you hear a lot of screaming and loud, it's one of the other matches going on.
I like it. It's very exciting. All the teams have brought their hometown fans, and I like the format.
Well, when you only have 2 kids make it to state from your team,
right?
Not everybody, but this way the whole crowd comes up. So we're just on the Ross 195. It's 2-0. Bridwell
and Havner.
Dave, did you do the research on how you determine a tiebreaker?
Yeah, we've got the tiebreaker.
If Bridwell wins and they could get 2 pins from there,
they'll probably win it.
End up with a tie.
They'll lose it because they won't have 7 victories.
Is it victories first, Dave?
I have to look it up.
It's victories first.
I'm going to look it up right now.
Victories first, then major decision or pins. Pins and then major decision.
Let's see. 1.
All right, got both screens going.
Greater number of matches.
It's
Team
called
having
victories.
won the greater number of matches shall be declared winner. Yeah.
How come you guys argue with me?
Well, then they could use a major right here then, or it's not going to. It's going to be over, right?
And it looks like the CVCA kid is nursing a really bad knee.
Oh, that could change everything.
He's really packed up there too. You know, he's running a really big knee brace. Back over here at 220 pounds for Moeller is Chalmer Fruhoff. And he's pretty much in control already here in the first period. With 45 seconds remaining, he's got at least
a pin.
Going to end up with a pin, it looks like to me. Yep, he does. Pin for Chalmer Fruhoff. And that'll be rolling 200 and...
Chalmer Fruhoff didn't take much time. Now we're in the heavyweights.
Yeah.
No, Fruhoff is ranked, what, 15th in the country at 220?
No, I think he's been higher than that, isn't he?
10?
Yeah.
He's 10th.
In the country.
So, right.
About 10.
Yeah. Slightly into double figures, but obviously right up at the top.
Greg had a check with his resource right behind there, Mr. Buxman.
I'm not going to argue with him, that's for sure.
He knows everything. Mr. Josh Lowe.
285-pound weight class brought to you.
Okay, we got both matches going.
By Dr. Steve Daly. We're still over here with Ross well in control, 4-0, but we've seen this before too.
Bridwell likes that front trip a lot.
Yeah, he wants to get in there and use that. That's it. That's what he used. He used that against Thornberry. Was that front trip at the Coaches Classic?
Oh, look out.
Nice.
This is over.
Nice job.
Yep.
That was a nice snap and pancake move.
That
Nice
one's over.
job.
So Moeller will be moving on. So we'll be doing them in the next edition. Coming to you live from St. John's Arena shortly. 16 seconds left in the period here for Ross.
Yeah, it's going on to 3 o'clock, and that next round is supposed to start at 3:30, right?
You're not getting a break.
This is a full day of wrestling, and I'll tell you what, it's been fun. It's been really exciting. Seen some really great things. Seen some guys, oh, boy, I can't get over that one loss for Ross. It would have.
Boy, it would have changed everything, wouldn't it?
Oh.
I mean, they got a shot here. You don't know what's going to happen at 220 or 285.
Right.
But, you know, they
those
got
are
a shot
easy
there.
Those things change in that way. Pins happen rather easily.
Yeah, you got a 5 and a 7 ranked kid coming up, and what I can see, quick look, CVCA doesn't have any rankings there. So, boy, quick turn here, make it 7-1. Then it, oh, he can't even stay up. Caution red. Boy, they're going. I think that might have just been buying a little wind. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so scary when he steps out there in front like that. He also, there, guys used to use a gator roll off that. Get that front leg up in there too, but that could go wrong.
Minute 40 left, 4-1.
Guys, it's really been the exciting part of this is that we didn't expect to be able to bring all 3 teams to you because we figured that we were going to be only able to cover the semifinals and finals in this tournament. And just by the luck of the timing, all 3 of the Greater Cincinnati teams ended up in the second session of the quarterfinals and gave us time to get the crew here. Once again, I want to remind you, this is being brought to you by the volunteers of Waycross Community Media. There's always work for you. We had to scramble really hard. I want to thank all the volunteers that are working this tournament.
Well, there's a big match going on here. The team that's losing by 4 to heavyweight just pinned for a 6-point win. Northridge just pinned to win 36 or 35-34 or 36-34. I'm not sure which. Came from behind. That's what allowed crowds going. So the heavyweight wins the match for them.
Yeah, it's one thing to win a state title and all that, but when you do that, you're kind of on your own. You got your coaches, you win a state title, but boy, they just win. Everybody's there.
They're picking,
That's great.
Well, the CVA kid held on for a 6-2 loss to Ross.
Pretty well.
And that's a nice win for Ross, but holy mackerel.
Boy, CVCA's beat up. They've had a couple kids not.
They've had 2 kids come out there and gut it out for the, take one for the team.
So it's 30-18.
Not going to be enough. It's going to be 30-30 with 2 pins, which we don't even know that they'll get yet, but they clearly the higher ranked wrestlers, and obviously a size advantage here.
There's a bump up.
Just showing some wrestling with Maslin, or not Maslin, with Perry and Orridgeville.
Claymont, right? Is that who it is?
Mm-hmm. Okay, now we've got our match at 220.
And we're just starting here at 220.
Frank Heimkreider for Ross, ranked 5th in the state right now.
And he's a senior. And Paul Gibson is a sophomore from CVCA. Obviously out there for the welfare of the team because they wasn't going to give him a forfeit point. His job is to not get pinned.
This is obvious size disadvantage here for CVCA.
Right.
So
there's no hurry to get in there either.
Some running shoes on, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Great shot by Heimkreider. I think he's going to pretty much control this match if I can read it.
He hasn't gotten the 2 yet. Now he's got a trip. Now he's got it.
I think if I was them, I'd go ahead and keep him on top and try to get the stick.
Yeah, I think I'd keep a little bit of weight on him, not let him keep coming to his feet.
Well, he hasn't had him from the down position yet, so.
Well, they're after the takedown.
Let's see what happens right here. There, he's putting the pressure on. There you go.
He's just got so much size and leverage and everything on him. I think he can break him down.
He's listening to Dave. He's listening to Dave. Coach B.
He would be the only one that he'd listen to me. that would be a new experience.
Yeah, there's a lot of bulk to be fighting off.
But he's not using it effectively. He's just letting his hips dangle there, kind of. You know, he's not using what he can use. He's a big, strong kid. He needs to. Coach Dunn is saying, get that crossface in, look to turn him, put him out of here. Let's go. Shout out to the assistant coaches over there at Ross: Brian Sawyers, Dan Tracy, Todd Foster, John Ray.
There it goes. This is the end.
Boy, oh boy.
This is the end.
What could have been for Ross.
Yep. 30-24 could be tied right now. Could be tied right now. Should be 27-27.
What? I don't even see CVCA with a heavyweight warming up. Looks like the Ross is going to get a forfeit at heavyweight, I think.
Holy crap.
Tie it at 30. Well, now Ross is...
Now the Ross kid's
hurt. Heimkreider.
Okay, where are we now? Are we tie match, and we just got done talking about it here.
We think that the first tiebreaker is
deduction.
Yeah,
right.
We're sitting next to Josh Lowe, and he's saying that CVCA had a team point taken away from him, and that is the first criteria
I didn't know
in a tie match.
I saw a Ross kid go over and pull the straps down, but I didn't see the team point from CVCA.
We will see how this all shakes out very quickly.
Because the first criteria is the wrestlers or team that's been penalized a greater number of times of team points.
Right. So if that's the case, we shall see.
If that's the case, then Ross clearly wins.
Well, it's not clearly.
Well, I mean, wins.
It's clear as mud.
Well, they pulled one out by the skin of their teeth.
Semi-finalist wrestlers may now warm up.
Didn't have to make it that close. That's the worst part. They had a chance to take it out of there.
I hate to leave and go off air until we decide who we think won.
Well,
16-3, green, one green. There's a forfeit.
All right.
Green.
They're going live on the
hearing
truck.
it.
They're going to get the. They're getting the detail.
And it's fall green.
Our camera's right there listening.
7 for red. 6-2 for red. 7 5-2 red. Call for red. 5-4 green. 6-2 red.
they review. Yeah.
Fall and fall.
Let you guys listen in.
2 more for red.
What a way to win if you lose by a team point deduction.
I think it's good.
5, 5, 8.
Wait a minute. 7, 7? There's only 14 minutes. Okay, let's do it again. We got 1 for...
7, 5, red 1.
1 for red.
Green 1. one again. Green one again. Green one again. Red one. Red one.
We're eavesdropping on the referee
Red one.
as they are
Red
reviewing
one.
the scoring.
Green one. Red one. Red one. Red one.
So we got 8-6. 8-6 red.
So we're gonna make better number matches.
So we have 1 point added to red. Criteria D. Criteria number 4, D. D having the one greater number matches. Criteria D. Moves in favor of red.
Looks like Ross is starting to celebrate.
Yeah.
They're doing a little hopping. Ross is going to win it.
Yes, sir.
Unbelievable.
There it is. Ross ends up winning the quarterfinal match and moves into the state semifinals.
That's a 7 versus 2 right there. What a great win.
What
for
a wonderful, what a great outcome
Rich
for
Dunn.
Ross. Man, I'll tell you, those guys, talking to him before the match, I said, Rich, he said, yeah, I know. Everybody says, we don't have a chance. And, all
He probably didn't believe that, did he?
He did. That was exactly what he said. He said, hey, we're going to wrestle like we wrestle every match. We're going to go out, we're going to wrestle every match as hard as we can, and whatever happens, happens. And they really did.
All right.
Okay, well, this brings us to a conclusion of the quarterfinals. We'll be able to have a more complete scoring rundown for the quarterfinals as we move into the semifinal round, which will be coming to you very shortly here from Waycross Community Media and all the volunteers. If you'd like to get involved, give them a call to the studio, 825-2429. I'm Dave Bean. The voices that have been doing the work today, Tim Cunningham and Greg Klein. Thank you, guys. See you back here in a minute or two.
Copies of this program are available for $20 each. Send program title along with your address and check or money order to Waycross Community Media. Attention Dub Coordinator, 2086 Waycross Road, Forest Park, Ohio 45240. Or buy securely on the web at www.waycross.tv.
Coverage of OHSAA Wrestling on Waycross Community Media is underwritten by Dr. Kevin Riley of Wellington Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, Dr. Stephen Daly of UC Health Sports Medicine, Southwest Ohio Wrestling Coaches Association, Cincinnati Functional Fitness, Cincinnati Sub-Zero, Rick Stegmeyer of American Insurance Strategies, Moeller High School Wrestling Program, Wyoming High School Wrestling Program, Tap House Grill, Keller & Klein Incorporated, General Advertising Products, and Jim Dandy's Family Barbecue.